Yo, hip hop heist, man. What up? We back at it with another reaction, man. Jim Jones responds to Kid Cudi calling him out for lying about music career success on Day and Night. Shout out to Chick Smooth with the article, man. This is Hip Hop Heist TV. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, and we're gonna get right to this right now. Let's go.
Looks like Jim Jones is not going away quietly regarding this issue about Kid Cudi's hit song Day and Night. Now, for many years, Jim Jones has been taking credit for basically giving Kid Cudi his music career. Jim Jones feels like after he remixed Day and Night, that's when Kid Cudi's career officially took off.
Right here, night and what was it, Day and Night, Day and Night.
That was one.
Remixed that shit. I didn't know that shit.
That's how y'all know Kid Cudi. You would have never known Kid Cudi if I didn't remix the record in New York City. I made that the biggest record in New York City. It wasn't Kid Cudi. Nobody knew who Kid Cudi was. Kid Cudi became about because he had video directors that I wanted them to do a video, and I asked them to show me a video they did before, and they showed me this kid on top of a roof with a record called Day and Night.
Right.
He worked in the store under the label. There's nobody. I was like, oh, yo, did this? I said, I like the record. Get the beat of the record, I want to do a remix. If you give me the beat of the record, I'll let y'all shoot my video. These kids was trying to shoot a video for free for me.
Oh.
Like, I got the beat. I told them they went crazy, you want to do it. I got the beat. I shot the video to the beat, and I never even put the shit out. They put it up on YouTube. They ripped it off of YouTube, and it became the biggest record in New York City. And that's how Kid Cudi became an artist. They ended up giving him a big deal off of Jim Jones' back. If I'm lying, I'm fine.
Now, for many years, Kid Cudi has not said anything negative about Jim Jones. As a matter of fact, he's actually been very positive every time he speaks on Jim Jones remixing his song.
Did you ever talk to Jim Jones after he did the remix? Because that was early me and Syph days, and that really set your off on hot on kind of another level.
When you see somebody be inspired, you know what I'm saying? Especially somebody that you grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Used to up listening to, going to the parties, picking up chicks, driving around the blocks in Columbus at the block parties, playing Dipset, So this was the guy I looked up to, and like,
that's dope.
Just to see that he was so inspired. I mean, I was looking at it recently. I was like, oh, he got the flannel on there. He was trying to look like a little hipster in the video. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, he's definitely getting the vibes.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't never seen Jim Jones no flannel, hipster Jim.
But yesterday was the final straw.
Hey, that's cool though to hear Kid Cudi though at some point speaking inspired by it. Even though he's shutting it all down now. He knows that was a big moment, for him in his career at that time. Not saying Jim Jones is the main factor, but in the timeline, I feel like Jim Jones put eyes on Kid Cudi. That helps. And you can't not say that. You get what I'm saying? You have to appreciate that too. You know what I mean?
In this interview from Jim Jones made Kid Cudi get up out that dress and...
I'm done. He did that though. He put the video. He put the photo of him in a dress. He said it made him get out his dress. I'm done. Alright, let's bypass this ad and go straight to the comments. Ill Will says, I never heard the Jim Jones remix. I grew up in the Midwest. 4 a.m. Flex Zone says, bro, I never knew Jimmy remixed the song until now. Yeah, let's keep going.
Online that I have to address, right? So, Jim Jones, first off, we love Jim Jones, right? Like, I grew up on Jimmy. Like, he's the homie. I met him when I was coming up. He was cool, right? Jimmy, I'm going to address you directly, my nigga. You talking about how you are responsible for my success is a lie. You need to stop lying to people. You get on your little podcast and you start gossiping and talking shit, and everybody on your podcast don't know the truth. So they're all agreeing with you. But if you look under the comments under that post, you'll see people are letting you know what time it is. This is part one. I got more to say. Day and Night was already a hit record before you touched it, my nigga. I put it on my MySpace, it blew up. Okay? I had an entire mixtape. I was on my way. Motown was courting me. Kanye wanted to sign me. All because of Day and Night, because I put it on my MySpace and it blew up, my nigga. It blew up. I can promise you that Sylvia Rome did not listen to your remix and say she wanted to sign me. That is not why I have a record deal, bro. Nothing you're talking about is the truth. How do you think I had a music video? I was shooting a music video I was already on. You saw a hit record and jumped on it, my nigga. Like, you didn't make me, man. You didn't make me. So, like, you gotta stop telling these tales, my nigga. Like, you gotta stop. I want to shout out everybody that's been in the comments letting this nigga know what the truth is. You know, but it's crazy how people just be trying to like take credit for my success. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild, you know? Like, and I like Jimmy, man. It kind of breaks my heart to hear him on here trying to take credit for something that he's not a part of. You know what I mean? You jumped on my shit. I didn't ask you to do that. You know, and granted, they played it on Hot 97 every day, and it was a thing on Hot 97 on the radio. But I was an international artist from jump. Like, I had the world, my nigga. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand. But I'm gonna address this now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more tales, my nigga. You ain't had nothing to do with this. So yeah, man. Just wanted to address that, you know. I just know that, like, niggas is trying to erase history. You know what I mean? Niggas is trying to rewrite history, you know. And I'm alive and well, and I'm around to address it. This Jimmy talking about how he's responsible for my success. This comes up every couple years. He's always talking about it, and I've been ignoring it. And now finally I'm going to say something, you know, because you're not about to be out here trying to, like, take credit for something that you had nothing to do with, you know. So, yeah, just wanted to address that, y'all. Peace and love.
Well, last night, Jim Jones said, all right, cool. Since we're speaking on it, let's actually get to it. Jim Jones responded back to Kid Cudi. He said, yo, if you're not from New York, you wouldn't understand. Now, let me just pause it right there, you guys. This first sentence right here clears up all the miscommunications about this record. I told you guys yesterday, this is a regional thing. Yes, Jim Jones made the record Day and Night hot in New York City and also the tri-state. However, that doesn't mean Day and Night remix was hot, let's say, in Texas, Cali, Virginia, Idaho, Mississippi. But let's continue. I love Cudi also, but when he dropped this, no one ever heard of you. It wasn't played on the radio or any BET, MTV. It wasn't on mixtapes. You wasn't hot in New York streets as the new rapper. I can say that because I remember how I ended up even doing a freestyle to your record at the time, which is still a New York classic to this day. You didn't have a deal yet at all when I did this freestyle. I remember your video was shot by my intern, and the only reason I let him shoot this video was because I asked him to show me what work he's done. He showed me this video they did for you. I told him if he get me that beat, I would let him shoot the video to the freestyle I would do to the beat. This wasn't a feature. Your record never got played on Hot 97 at all. Before that, there was no IG, nothing like that. And in 08, I was pretty hot outside. So hot that I only did the video, never put out the audio. They ripped the audio from the video on YouTube and played it on Hot 97 as a new Jim Jones record, which ended up on all the countdowns. Naturally, you became hot in the industry, and DJ A-Trax, I believe, signed you. Then y'all put the record out naturally, the original version with just you on it, and you on fire. I recall vividly, we can call your ex-manager, which is the same person who was my intern and the video director. But we won't have slander on the truth. Keep me on your Explorer. It's too easy. Then he goes on to say, you should slap yourself for reading this long-ass essay. Y'all fall for anything. Now, Jim also goes to his Instagram story to post, the truth hurts way more than the lies. That's why every time I talk, people get in their feelings. Now, this is basically what Jim Jones has been saying in all his interviews in the past. Me remixing your song helped to shine a different light on your song and your career. Now, there are people saying, yo, Jim, in '08, you was not that hot, brother.
Alright, I'll give you my little take. I think both men are right. But I think Jim Jones, to say that Kid Cudi is successful because of him, that's a factor. It's not the only factor. You get what I'm saying? I do agree with Kid Cudi when he said, I put out a record on my MySpace and you hopped on my record. Therefore, Kid Cudi's the one that initially made them put the record out. Jim Jones saw a hot record and the benefits of this, this viral record at the time, before viral was viral, He did that, and he put his version out. Now the intern and all that, I'm not sure. I can't speak on that because I wasn't there. I don't know if that's true. He said the intern for Jimmy was the ex-manager and director of the video for Kid Cudi. So I don't know what that entails, what the details of that is, the truth in those details, but I do agree with both men in those sentiments that I just spoke about. With that being said, man, Kid Cudi's Kid Cudi, bro. You know what I mean? And Jim Jones is Jim Jones. Kid Cudi was gonna be Kid Cudi without Jim Jones hopping on that record or not. There you go. With that being said, man, we gonna get out of here. This Hip Hop Heist TV, man, like and subscribe. Go get that sticker 555 on the channel store tab. I appreciate everybody that's copped it so far. It's only up from here. I appreciate everybody watching. Yeah, like I said, hit that like and subscribe, and we're gonna keep it running, man. This Hip Hop Heist TV. Be happy, be healthy, do what you gotta do to survive, like Pac said, but also, man, be of service. Help somebody out today. I feel like that's why we really here on this earth. So yeah, we out, man. Thank you. Peace.